What's up, guys? How we doing? Yes, I cut my hair. Yes, I know a lot of you don't like the way that I line it up. Go easy on me in the comments. So today we're going to talk about the Gotchua girl, and I'm sure you're tired of hearing about it, but it's popular right now, and I actually haven't talked about her on this channel yet, so I thought I would give my opinions on it. I want to start off by saying that I never really thought the joke was funny. I can't believe that the internet made such a big deal out of it. She said something that millions of OnlyFans models say every day, and while I understand it was her accent and the delivery and just right time, right place, whatever, it blew up. That being said, I respected her. I was in her corner, right? Like, she got overnight fame, right place, right time. She seemed like a sweetheart. I respected the hell out of the fact that she could have came out with an OnlyFans and made millions overnight and chose not to. She wanted to carve her own path and not let the meme define her, right? Then came out with the Talk to a podcast, which is kind of letting the meme define you. And it wasn't very good. I watched a couple episodes of it. Literally the whole group just says Gotchua the whole damn time. And then there was one episode specifically where she's talking about Thanksgiving and she doesn't even know the history of how Thanksgiving came to be. And her 40-year-old guest, whenever the conversation is brought up that we slaughtered Native Americans and took this land, they called history gossip. I mean, her guest said that. Haley didn't, but her guest said that, and Haley just kind of went along with it, which is such a shitty thing to say, I think. My daughter's half Native American, and it's important that you recognize history. There's no reason you should feel guilty. I didn't do it. You didn't do it. But you can acknowledge history without feeling like, I don't know why people do this thing where you can't. Here's the truth. We slaughtered Indians, raped their women, and took their children because we accidentally stumbled upon this land. And now we talk about illegal immigrants. Anyway, I bet that woman that thinks all history is gossip gets on her knees and fucking lives her life according to the Bible. But the podcast did terrible. I started to like her less and less. I don't know. She was really dumb and just didn't really have what it took, didn't have the personality to sustain an audience, which isn't shade. I don't really think I do either. I couldn't imagine becoming famous overnight and then having to somehow maintain that. And I respect that she tried, and with the money that she made, I feel like she could have, there's so many different ways she could have made money, She could have invested into multiple things, created her own business, invested in stock, whatever, but then clearly because the podcast isn't doing well, she's running out of money, they come up with this crypto scam. Now, I watched a lot of videos to make sure that I didn't report anything false here. I'm going to link Coffeezilla's video on this in the description, but there's this big debate going around about whether Haley was tricked into doing this or pressured into doing this, or if she knew that this was going to happen at all. And my personal opinion, I think Haley is too dumb to have came up with this by herself. That sounds mean, but I'm just being honest. She doesn't even know how the fuck Thanksgiving came about. No, I don't think she was smart enough to come up with the idea to come up with the crypto coin. I mean, in an hour-long interview, she doesn't even talk, and that's with reason, because she doesn't know what to fucking say. She doesn't. So what I think happened is she was hanging out with the wrong crowd that wanted to take advantage of her face, her meme, make money off of it, and Haley went with it. But I absolutely do believe, based off the interactions with Coffeezilla, and just kind of just based off everything, that yeah, she knew she was gonna screw her audience over to make this money. Like I said, I think the idea came about from her friends, but I think she 100% knew for this to work, she has to screw over her audience. I mean, they specifically targeted people that aren't in the crypto space. Like, a lot of people are saying that if you invested in this, you're dumb, and I'm not going to go that far. If people were genuine fans of her up to this point, like, would I invest my money into a fucking meme coin? No. But I'm not going to call the people that invested in it dumb. They should have known better, but at the same time, up to this point, Haley hasn't really give you reason not to trust her, so I don't know. Like, it sucks to the people that invested believing in her, and she just basically took a shit all over the people that made her famous. And this is why you shouldn't make people famous overnight for saying something mildly funny. So she did this crypto scam, and that's what I think. I don't think she was pressured. I don't think she was tricked. I think this idea came about from a friend, and she 100% knew going forward that this was going to be a rug pull, and she was going to make money by fucking over her audience. And if you haven't watched the Coffeezilla video, I suggest you give it a try. I'm ignorant when it comes to cryptocurrency. Like, I know what it is, but like the analytics and all that stuff, he does a way better job of breaking down than I ever could. And I know she got $125,000 up front to promote the coin, and then she gets a 50% cut from the coin sales, or she gets a 50% cut of something. I don't know if that's in entirety or whatever, but $1.3 million has been made from this coin. And in the interview of Coffeezilla talking about it, the dude, the scapegoat that's talking about this, is doing a very good job. Like, if you just watch the video, you can't watch the video and come out of it thinking that this group of people had any good intentions. And Haley, the only time she talked was either to insult or to abruptly end the conversation saying she's going to bed. She is getting questioned about scamming people and says, hey, I'm going to bed. Yeah, I definitely think she was in on it. I don't think she's this damsel in distress that was tricked and taken advantage of. I do think the idea was planted in her head by somebody else, but I do 100% believe that she knew she was going to screw over her audience to make this money, because she's running out of money because her podcast isn't successful. And she's had a taste of fame, and it just sucks. It sucks, but what do you expect when we have this habit of making stupid people famous for something very mild, and then we turn around and cancel them, and I don't get it. Like, are you surprised? This was kind of the only route. I guarantee you by the end of next year, her $1 million is dried up, and she starts an OnlyFans. How much you want to bet? Place your bets below. I bet you $20 that by the end of next year, her money's gone, and she starts an OnlyFans. And in other news, there's a woman an OnlyFans model trying to set the world record for taking 1,000 dicks in a day, so way to go. Progress, am I right? So, one woman over here refuses to do OnlyFans but is doing crypto scams. One woman over here scamming people by selling pictures of her indented ass and fucking 1,000 dudes in a day. But will do anything but get a goddamn job. No, that's not me shitting on all women. I have talked about this extensively on this channel. There are some great female creators out there that work their ass off. There are women out there that work twice as hard as the men next to them. But my God, the fact that these are the two girls in the news this week. Crypto scam, setting world record gangbang. Awesome. Just fucking awesome. Yes, I know Moist Critical covered these things, but you know, I actually haven't talked about the Hawk2 girl yet on the channel, so I kind of figured she would implode. It just sucks. It sucks. You know, it's not like I enjoy talking about this, but because I really did. I thought she was sweet. I really admired the fact that she could have basically made him, like I said, she could have made an OnlyFans immediately after this and made millions of dollars overnight, like Bad Baby, right? And she didn't, and wanted to try to maintain her audience and through her personality, and I can appreciate that. And unfortunately, it just didn't work out. And then did a crypto scan, and it's like, dude, you should have just made a fucking OnlyFans, man, because now she might. I don't see how she doesn't. I don't see how somebody doesn't go to jail over this, because it's a scam. It's a clear-cut scam. And God, through watching all these videos, like, even Mr. Beast gets brought up. And I don't know why a billionaire like Mr. Beast would be doing crypto scams, but, like, he hasn't been called a scammer yet, but he's definitely done some shady behavior. And if you watch interviews from Mr. Beast, his answers to questions really kind of make you think that he's definitely guilty of doing shady shit in the crypto space. I don't get it. If you have millions of dollars, if you have more money than you know what to do with, invest it in something. Invest it in stocks. Make your own business. Come out with your own clothing line. Like, there are so many different ways to turn your money into more money. But no, the easiest, quickest thing to do is just come out with this dog shit coin, rug pull it, and fuck over the very people that got you to where you are today. So good job, Haley. You're doing us Tennesseans a favor by showing how dumb and fucking selfish you are. You're spitting on the very people that made you famous. And there are still people out there defending her as if she was this damsel in distress that got taken advantage of, and I can't stand it. You are the exact person that would get scammed in this situation. She would happily scam you. Stop defending her. Like, I tried, even though I didn't find the joke funny, I applauded her for trying to ride the wave and go about it and become a content creator and do a podcast with her uninteresting friends, whatever. But that failed. Come up with other ideas. And yeah, no, I think somebody she was hanging around the wrong crowd. Somebody gave her this idea. A team worked on the coin. She just kind of was there and 100% knew what was going to go down here. And if you watch the Coffeezilla video, I think it makes it pretty clear that, like, yeah, she's not innocent here, and the person who's making the most money off of this is in fact her. She gets a 50% cut and made $125,000 up front just for advertising the fucking thing. So what do you expect when you make somebody famous for making a sucking dick joke that was never funny to begin with if you think about it for longer than 2 seconds? If you're going down on me and you go to Hawk, I'm 40-year-old virgin kicking you in the face as a just instinctive reaction. That's not how you do it, man. That's called a loogie. Anyway, I know everybody and their mother has been talking about this, but I had a surprise day off and thought I would briefly go over it. I bet you within a year that $1 million will run dry and she'll be making an OnlyFans, and Stop making stupid people famous for saying stupid things. Yeah, that feels good. Thanks for watching.